To anyone tuned in, this is the Men, Church, Stuff podcast. It's the show where brothers-in-law DJ Culp and Brad Coleman talk about what it's like being Christian men in today's society. Having spent our entire lives immersed in church culture, we want to share our experiences with other men who are willing to listen. We'll talk life stuff, church stuff, man stuff, and, well, stuff. Let's get to it. Greetings, listeners here and there and everywhere, all across the land. This is the Men Church Stuff podcast. 1 year show. 1 year to the day. I am one of your hosts, DJ Culp, as always, here with my beloved brother-in-law, Brad Coleman. Brad, we made it, man. 1 year.
Happy birthday, Men Church Stuff podcast.
Happy birthday, Men Church Stuff.
I didn't even get you a present. Oh.
Yeah.
How do you give a
Brad,
podcast a cake?
So our Addie had a birthday recently. We have cake. I might have cake when we're done with this.
We give leftover cake to the podcast.
Yeah, right. Podcast family, listeners everywhere, we encourage you to eat some birthday cake. Even if it's so speaking of, we are recording this on, is it June 1st? Yeah, June 1st. Saturday, June 1st. Happy birthday to Marcus Cressman. Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out to Marcus. I don't know who Marcus is, but
do you not?
Big shout out. I've heard it's the Marcus you've talked about. So now,
yes,
but
yeah.
I might have
friend from college,
once or something.
Well, Marcus possibly loves birthday cake, so to memorialize Marcus's birthday and the birthday of the podcast when this drops on Monday, June 3rd, everybody should just go get some birthday cake. Marcus would, here's what Marcus would do. He would randomly go to Walmart and just get birthday cake. So
you can do that when you're an adult.
Yes, you can. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to have a birthday. Just go get birthday cake.
Who knew? You could just go get one. Right? You can go get an ice cream cake at Dairy
Yes,
Queen.
You can.
You don't even have to have a birthday.
And there are no rules to a birthday cake. You think that there are when you're a kid? No.
But I just want to point out though, you're like, Marcus loves birthday cake. Okay, that's like saying Brad loves breathing. Of course he does. Have you ever met anybody that's like, I hate birthday cake. Birthday cake is stupid. Okay. I don't eat sugar anymore, but I don't hate on birthday cake. I don't eat it.
Yeah,
but it's not because I don't love it.
Yeah. Okay,
I love it too much.
I'm just going to let you know this, Brad, that for me, the days of having traditional birthday cake are long gone because Cheryl will make, I'll ask Cheryl to make apple cobbler or hot apple pie or something like that. Because that stuff to me it's so much better than birthday cake. And as you mentioned, if we want birthday cake, we just go get birthday cake. No, I don't hate it.
You're not oh, birthday cake is stupid. I hate birthday cake.
No, you're right. Okay, that's fair. So listeners, first and foremost, Brad and I would love to thank you guys so much for being a part of the show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for the over the last year. If you're new to the show, this is episode 50. You have 49 more that you can go back and listen to. But
if you've listened to all of them, I feel like you should get a star or a button or something. I don't have one, but just know that emotionally I'm giving you a button star or star button.
So for real, this is not hypothetical. I don't know when this is going to happen, but Brad, I'm pretty sure that you've probably had at least a thought or two about this, but I would love for me and you to crank out some ideas, some other time as to what kind of introductory merchandise that we can offer listeners, because I've thought about bumper stickers, coffee mugs.
We definitely got our first shirt, right?
Yeah.
That's already on the docket, you know.
That is already on the docket. That's right. Praise God from whom all those darn blessings
Blessings
flow.
flow.
All right. So, as promised, listeners, today is scenes, or it's not scenes. Listen to me. I'm already thinking whose line is it anyways. Questions from a hat. And if anybody wants to know, I'm showing Brad the hat. I
There
do
is a
have, in
hat.
fact,
There's an
there is
actual
a hat.
hat. It's not a
There's a
bowl.
hat. We had several questions submitted, and I just for full disclosure, listeners, I have not read any of the questions that were submitted on our Facebook group, nor have I read any of the questions that if you're new to the show, my wife's name is Shara, that Shara or my kids have written. So Brad, all of these are complete new to me, and
All right.
obviously completely new to you. Um,
Yeah, I didn't even
and
know there's a
if by
hat till a
chance,
second ago.
yeah, and Brad, just again, just full disclosure, if we run out of questions within the time frame of our podcast, I already have a Google page pulled up that is a random question generator.
Random question generator. Oh,
Yeah. All right, so here we go. First question to kick off our year episode anniversary. Oh, here we go. This is from Tyler Hollins, fan of the show. Shout out to Tyler. He's a former student of mine.
hello,
And by the
Tyler.
way, yeah,
I'm so proud of you for making it through DJ's class.
classes,
Classes.
classes.
Oh, man.
Oh, and he was an advisee of mine. He could probably
Oh,
tell you some stories.
man.
But I will say this: he and his fiance, they got engaged in the last, I think, 3 or 4 months. And it may have even been longer than that, but him and Amber, so happy for him. So shout out to Tyler. You guys are, I'm so thrilled for you guys and what God's going to do. But here we go, Brad. As men, what are some ways we can go against the male tendencies, such as not being so quick to anger, being submissive to God, showing more compassion, etc.? As men, what are some ways we can go against the male tendencies, such as not being so quick to anger, being submissive to God, and showing more compassion? So showing more compassion, how do we do that? Be nice. How's that? I'll get that
be
started. Just be
nice.
nice. And I'm the
Here-
last one that should probably say that,
yeah.
as sarcastic as I can be.
Yes, DJ. Be
I should be
nice.
nice. I will be nice. Okay.
Uh, so I think here's one like for me.
hmm
Uh, I use John 11:35.
Okay.
Right? Jesus wept. Um, Jesus cried.
So go cry. That's what Brad is saying.
Well, honestly, yes.
Oh
I
yeah.
am
Okay.
saying that.
I see what. Yeah.
Let me tell you, when I am doing counseling with people and
Mhm.
somebody cries, right? And you're in a room, you're closed there, you're talking about some heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Ultimately, there's a lot of times when that happens. Somebody cries. Do you know what almost every person says, men and women? They look at me and say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yep.
I'm sorry. And
That's
so
right.
I started a long time ago asking why. So say, I'm sorry. And I go, why are you sorry? And most people just look at me like for a second, like I got two heads. Like that's just what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to say. I'm supposed to
Yeah. Right.
apologize to you when I'm crying. And I always say, look, John 11:35 says Jesus wept. Do you know what John 11:36 does not say?
That he
Jesus looked at everybody
apologized.
and said, I'm sorry.
My apologies, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was crying. Tears are a gift from God.
Right.
And I think
Ooh, I like
some
that. Gift from
some
God.
and I mean, yeah, they are. And they're an emotional release.
hmm
I mean, scientifically, they've looked, there's different, like your tears come out different structures based on the emotions or something like that. It's beyond my pay grade, but it's really
Right.
cool. You can look into that. But they're a gift from God, emotional release. I'm not saying that you have to go cry in front of everybody. I know some people struggle with that. But I think sometimes we all need a good cry. And I think the idea that men don't cry is stupid
Very
because
stupid.
Jesus
Yes.
was again in my book he is the man's man. He is the Adam that Adam failed to be. He is the
hmm
example of manhood. And so his friend had died and he cried. So I think that's my answer is go cry.
Just go
You
cry.
know? Not when you like stub your toe though. Like
Yeah, right. You should man
I
up on
tell
that
my
one. No.
kids there's a difference between crying and whining. Okay,
Yeah.
don't whine. You can
Yeah.
cry.
Unless you're sick, Tyler. And if you're sick,
Yeah,
then you
that's
get
right.
to be like we might as well be on a gurney, like
The man flu is real. Man flu is real.
that's the man flu is real.
Right.
It is almost worse than childbearing, so I've heard.
I'm not going to touch that one. Next question.
um, so I would say going against male tendencies, slow to anger,
Mm,
being submissive to God.
mm,
I would start with like don't try to digest everything all at once. Can't do it,
mm.
right?
Yeah.
And because like we suck so much that it's too much.
Yeah.
And if you want to absolutely fail, try to correct
Mhm.
everything about your persona at once.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that will absolutely
Yeah.
throw you out. So but really if Tyler, I would encourage you that, especially, since I know your story
Mm,
or kind of your story, and him and Amber
mm,
are going to be newlyweds at some point in time in the near future. I don't remember when their wedding is, but if you know what your weaknesses are,
yeah.
then like actually ask God
Hmm.
through prayer. And I'm going to say this through fasting.
Hmm.
I would not encourage someone to fast for the sake of it because that's stupid. Um, but if you feel that whatever it is that you want to give to God, if it has such a stronghold on you, if it's anger, if it's sexual sin, if it
Hmm.
is pride, if it
Hmm.
is, well, I don't know, spending, something like that, if it's got such a stronghold, incorporate fasting as well. But I would say this, that if you know what your weaknesses are,
Hmm.
then the only way that we can really go against male
Hmm.
tendencies is to ask God to intervene, because
Hmm.
otherwise you are fooling yourself. I am fooling myself if in fact I feel like I can by myself control my tendencies, because like
Hmm.
brokenness cannot correct brokenness.
Here's a really good question too, to ask God. And I didn't come up with this, and I think I've heard it from a few different sources. Sometimes it's good to ask God why. If I'm struggling with anger, God,
Hmm.
why am I struggling with this anger?
That's solid, dude.
What is it in me that is causing me to struggle with this anger? Now, what do I need to give up to you? Because sometimes what we are looking at is the symptom,
Hmm.
and it's not the root at all. And we keep we're throwing Tylenol at the symptom, when it's the root that has to be dug up and give to
Yeah.
God. And man, and I don't tell you, in my experience, God will answer. And you may take my other advice when he does and use some tears.
Yeah. Dude,
And sometimes,
that's
yeah.
awesome. I have actually not asked
Mhm.
why in every area of my life. I have in
Yeah.
some. What's weird is that I haven't really thought to do that in other
Yeah.
areas of my life.
Yeah.
That's legit, man.
Yeah.
Tyler, great question. All right, here we go. Question number 2. This comes from Shara. What is the strangest pet you have ever had?
The strangest pet that I've ever
Strangest
had.
pet. I had a guinea pig. I had an albino guinea pig. And the albino guinea pig she was not pretty. Like, and when I say she was not pretty, I want you to imagine, like, think about a guinea pig, jet white, with
Mhm.
cowlicks all over its body. Like when you see just kind of like a standard guinea pig, it's like brown, black, got some orange maybe, and like it's a lot of times it's like real smooth,
Mhm.
and it looks real soft and fuzzy. Mine looked like a demon, and she was super sweet. I think if I remember right, I named her Abigail, I think. But yeah, I did that, and that was my very first like DJ pet.
Wow.
Um,
I
but
didn't even
I
know
know
pets could
dude,
DJ. That's
I
crazy.
love them. Yeah, I love that guinea pig, but I'd have to say that's the strangest one.
I'm like, how do we
Brad,
define pet? Or define a
okay,
pet like something that we brought
no.
into the
I
house
already,
for any period
dude.
of time?
So I know what yours is. I'm just curious to know if you're gonna say it. So
You know what
let's.
mine is?
Oh,
I'm curious.
absolutely, I know what yours is, dude. You had catfish in your living room. Like that's got to
I
be.
have catfish in my basement right now
Are
in a
you
tank.
serious?
My wife says that's not weird. She says that's
That's
weird.
weird. No, that dude, that's so weird. That's uber weird.
No.
Oh, I've had, yeah, I used to have a blue crawdad
Oh.
and, and it escaped when Tabby and I were in an apartment and she was kind of freaking out about it. I would say like, I'm going to say this, the strangest thing that I've tried to keep as a pet,
Uh-huh.
because it was only like one day and I still don't know where they went. For whatever reason, I was like, hey, we got this tank. I set up this little tank and it's like a herbarium or whatever, like terrarium. And,
Terrarium, yeah,
and
yeah.
they caught these two like snails or slugs and I put it in there. I don't know. Don't ask me why. Like I just did. And then the next morning when I got up, they were gone.
Oh, dude.
But there was like reflective slime up the side of the wall behind. I mean, I didn't keep them long enough to name them. Um,
Yeah,
so that's probably the weirdest, at least in the ballpark.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. By the way, if you try to keep a crawdad in an aquarium, one, you need to make sure that it can't get out. But two, you have to have 30 gallons per crawdad because they're very territorial and
30 gallons.
they will kill each
Wow.
other. Um, uh, and I learned this as a young kid who would collect crawdads to go fishing, and I
Uh-huh.
never could figure out why they were all dead by the time I got to the fishing spot, or
They
at
all
least
killed each
most of
other.
them. It's because they kill each other. They're very territorial, and oftentimes the alpha, I guess, will actually die because of wounds from the other two. So you get over there and you got a bucket full of dead crawdads, and you're like, what the heck?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it
it's
turns out I was just putting them in Fight Club and I didn't even
yeah.
know it.
Shh, we don't talk about that.
Yep, but yeah, slugs is probably the
Yeah,
weirdest
I would
pet.
say yeah, okay. I would say that a slug is weirder than a catfish, but
Catfish.
not by a lot.
Oh, the catfish I used to have, I fed goldfish, feeder goldfish. I love to watch them stalk these feeder goldfish. It was fantastic.
All right, our next question, yet again, Mr. Tyler Hollins. Okay, how can we better lead our families as they rely on us as
Mm,
men of God?
mm.
How can we better lead our families as they rely on us as men of God?
Okay.
Um,
So,
Brad, open it up.
so I think I'm going to go different than maybe what some people would expect.
Okay.
I want to use a term that has popped up a lot more recently, but I think it's
Hmm.
still good, especially if we use it in a biblical manner, and that's
Hmm.
self-care. Men, you need to take care of yourselves. Yes, you got to take care of your family. You got to take care of your wife. You got to take care of your
Yep.
kids. You need to put them first. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you also have to take care of yourself. That's
Yeah.
physically, that's mentally, that's emotionally, that's spiritually.
Hmm.
And again, I'm going to look when we're looking at biblical manhood, I'm going to focus always on Jesus. We may look at
Hmm.
other characters in the Bible, but we're going to come back to Jesus
Yep.
because
Right.
Jesus, again, he is the model. And he's perfect. So you're not going to be Jesus. So one, give yourself some grace.
Right. Yeah.
You're going to need it, and Jesus paid for it. You're not going to be Jesus. But look at what Jesus did. Jesus went away from everybody and took time to
Yeah.
just pray, him and the Father. Sometimes he sent them and said, just go on, I'll meet you. Matter of fact, anytime there was something big coming or coming out of, Jesus spent a lot of time in prayer. He spent time in
Hmm.
prayer, away. Again, he was refreshing with the Father. He was restoring. So he's taking that time. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself.
Yep.
that you're doing those things, because you can't pour from an empty bucket. You, you,
It's true, man.
now again, go to God as a big source of getting that bucket filled. Um, but you also need to have some time for yourself, some time when you're doing things that you enjoy, time away sometimes where you're being able to decompress and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Um, the other thing I would say is, if you have struggles, uh, if you have mental health struggles, get help. Go talk to a therapist.
Yeah.
Come talk to a pastor. Go go to both.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
something I talked about on the show before. I have a therapist that I go to. He's a Christian. He's biblically and solidly sound, but man, he's been so helpful for me as
Right.
a pastor. If you need to get medication, then do that,
Yeah.
because do what you need to do to be the best man, the best dad, the best father you can be. And if
Yeah.
that means you need to go get some help, well, we all need help,
That's right.
right? So there's no shame in that. And so that would be my answer
Yeah.
is make sure you're taking care of yourself, because sometimes we can exhaust ourselves taking care of everybody else, which we need to do. But
Yep.
if we're never taking care of ourselves, sometimes you need to buy yourself a truck, right, DJ?
That's exactly right.
I
And
mean,
Tyler, that was going to be actually that was going to be my advice to you is just go get a truck.
yeah.
It'll make you feel it'll make everything better. If you already have a truck, go get another one. Brad, along those lines, one of my favorite memes, and I know I've sent this to you, listeners. This is actually, Brad, this is the first time that I our listeners will have heard this. That listeners, me, Brad, and my dad have a group chat. It's just us three.
Yeah.
What we do on a regular basis is we find funny jokes, quips, quirky stuff, and we'll send just to get
Ridiculous
everybody,
memes.
just ridiculous memes to
Yeah.
get everybody laughing. One of my favorite ones on marriage that I've ever found has a picture of Bill Dance, the fisherman, in the back, and he said, "If your wife gets mad at you, go buy a new fishing pole. Your wife will still be mad at you, but you'll have yourself a new fishing pole." So that would be my suggestion. Or a new truck. Just go get a new truck.
Just don't
So
gift it to her for
don't gift it
Christmas.
or no, this is right. All right. So I would say Tyler, to start my particular spin, and I mean, like your question, it's a wonderful question. Obviously, it's incredibly complex, and there are scores and scores and scores of books written about this. Spiritual books, psychological books. I mean, like everything. So obviously, in 3 minutes, 5 minutes time, obviously we can't cover everything. So I would say spiritually, as Brad mentioned with biblical manhood, I would start with Proverbs 27:17, which says, as iron sharpens iron,
Mm.
so does one friend build another friend up, or something like that.
Get you some
Um,
good friends.
get you some good friends. And here's the reason why. Um, your family is, in fact, obviously your
Mm.
most important oversight that
Mm.
God gives us. However, um, there are going to be times where your wife, we're using the metaphor of iron sharpening iron, your wife
Mm.
cannot be the iron that sharpens you.
Mm.
Another man has to be. And I mean, like, and we can get super deep and we can call those
Mm.
accountability partners. It can be a discipleship scenario. It can be that you're the leader who's sharpening another piece of iron, or it can be
Mm.
another guy who's the iron that's sharpening you. However, if we as men are not getting anything in from outside our own family,
Yeah.
then even if we are taking care of ourselves to the best of what we think our ability is, as Brad just mentioned, but we're
Mm.
not sharpening iron and no one's
Mm.
sharpening us, our blade is still going to go dull.
Mm.
It may take a while, but
Mm.
it will still absolutely happen.
Well, and yeah,
And so from that perspective, um, and I certainly don't want to get preachy, but from that perspective, I would
that's my
definitely
job.
say, I know that it is your job, so I'm not going to step on your toes here, Brad. But I would say, um, get you and your family, if it's
Yeah.
involved, then it's involved. If it's more involved, then it's more involved. But even if it's less involved, like if you are over inundating yourself, but figure out the smart balance as that will give you the outlet to sharpen iron and be sharpened through church. So
Yeah.
whatever that balance of how do I get me and my family involved, not
Mm,
just, and when I say in church, I'm not talking about going to service, though that is obviously part of it. But I'm talking about is it actually serving? Is it getting involved in a Bible study? Is it leading a Bible
mm,
study? Is it leading a prayer group? Is it
mm.
meeting up with, I don't know, a guy on Monday morning at 6 a.m. Shout out Barry Matthews, right? Like, is it that early? Is it doing something where you are getting some sort of feeding in how, like, however that looks, spiritual feeding, emotional feeding, if you're in, and you're giving that as well to the person that you're meeting with. I mean, whatever your case is, the better leadership needs to come from, needs to partly come from somebody else that is
Well,
outside your immediate family, that is also a
so
guy.
so from a preachy standpoint,
Yeah,
what DJ is describing is biblical discipleship.
yeah,
That somebody is discipling you.
yep.
So there's a man who may or may not be older than you, but he's preferably more mature in the faith. Now you're
Preferably, right? Yeah,
on one sense you're sharpening each other, right? So there's
yeah,
mutual discipleship, but
correct.
someone is discipling you, and then you're discipling someone else.
Yeah,
And one of the
but
aspects, yeah.
it doesn't have to necessarily be in a formal, with like a formal
Yeah.
plan of curricula, like,
So let me say this, and you guys you can disagree, other people can disagree. I don't know if I think long enough about it, I might even disagree a little bit. But right off the
mhm.
top of my head, Jesus is not formal most of the time.
No, it's exactly right.
So we try to be formal with a lot of these things when Jesus just does life.
Just
He
does it.
does
Yeah, it's
life
exactly
with
right.
the apostles. He
Yep,
does life with the people he interacts with. So
yep,
when I'm saying that, yeah, let's look at Jesus. Let's be organic, not forced,
yeah,
and not program minded,
yeah. That's right.
doing life together minded. But there is one aspect of that that I want to add because I think it's
Hmm.
important. We all sometimes get on what I would consider a ledge, like we feel like we're out on a ledge, like one more step, one more slip, and I'm going to fall off,
Hmm.
and it's over. You need to find a guy who can talk you back off your ledge
Yep.
because I have those guys in my life. I like to believe that I am one of those guys for people, and it may be a ledge of like finances are so bad, I'm never going to get out of it.
Hmm.
Whatever, like when you're like you're to the point of giving up, and maybe that's again your wife feels the same way and all this, and you need a picture from someone else who can say, look, I know that it feels like it's
Yep.
over,
That's
but
right.
it's not.
But it's not.
It's not. Who can talk you back again, if you will, from that ledge?
Yeah.
And you want to find that person or people. I mean, because I
Yeah.
prefer. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that's like I'm gonna get as many of those as I can.
Yeah.
I want like 10 guys pulling me back from the
Yeah,
ledge
that's
instead of
right.
just
Yeah.
one. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
even
It's
if
not
I
just one
fall, they
person
got the
holding my hand.
blanket
No.
pulled out. Like we're gonna catch you if you fall. Yeah, but good
Um,
question.
but yeah, there we go. Way to go, Tyler. All right. Ooh. This is from Shara. What was your dream job as a child? I actually talked about this here recently. Oh, okay. Ooh. Before I say what really dominated my childhood, I'll tell you this, Brad. I don't think you know this story. Um, I remember this. I don't remember much about kindergarten, but I do remember this, that one of the privileges that our kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Rodensick, I think, what she would let us do if it was our birthday is we got to draw a picture of what we wanted to do when we grew up. And I drew a guy as best I could riding a dirt bike, like ramping off of a big dirt ramp.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, DJ, what is that? What do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to be a dirt bike racer." And she said, "Oh, that's not a real job."
She'd only been positive with your affirmation. You could be really cool right now.
Like, yeah, like so. So I did not
Turns out
become
you
a dirt
grew up
bike
and found out
racer.
that is a real job.
Yeah, I know.
There are people that have that job. Ah,
So, but what dominated my childhood is all I wanted to be was a fighter pilot.
hmm,
That's it.
right.
I just wanted to fly fighter planes. That's it. Brad?
So from the time I was in first grade on, I want to be a teacher, specifically an elementary school teacher. I know you're laughing. My wife is laughing. Anybody that knows me who's listening to this and knows how that small children in large groups scare me to death is laughing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Doesn't God know better than us?
yeah. Now,
Yeah.
and again, I believe that part of that was so that I would study education because I studied
Mm.
because not only is that hilarious, but I went into college
Hmm.
education with a kindergarten emphasis.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
dude.
Like
Like I'll tell you this though.
like it took me
Like
that long.
your
Like I
personality, I'm not gonna say your aversion to kids like in large groups,
yeah.
because I actually don't think I knew about that about you, but I could definitely say that you would be able to strike the fear of God into kindergartners if they were to mess up. Like, no, you are gonna sit down and shut your mouth, you know?
You eat all the lunches? I
No,
gotta go to the
there is no
bathroom.
bathroom.
um
Kindergarten
Yeah,
Cop listeners,
my
if you
as
haven't
my
never seen it,
wife
go watch it.
in the background pointed out, it took me 3 years of college to figure out that that was not what God was calling me to at all.
At
Uh,
all.
yeah.
At
So I
all.
mean, I
Yeah.
honestly I can't remember past that even thinking about what I was going to be when I grow up. Like thinking back on like a picture and like a little outfit, I think I wanted to be a ninja like for a while. It's
I mean, who
like you
doesn't want to
said,
be a
this little like
ninja?
karate
Brad,
like
I
ninja
still want
type.
to be a ninja.
Yeah, I know. I mean, somebody was like, "Hey." It was
Yeah,
like, because I mean, you can be ninja pastor, right?
that's right.
Like they're not mutually
Yeah.
exclusive.
Ninja music professor.
Yeah.
I don't think that one's got the same kind of ring to it.
It's like, no, I was in class. They just didn't see me.
Okay. Next. All right. Oh, Shara. Dang. Dude, she's getting real,
Ouch.
man. Okay, here we go. It's another one from Shara. Listeners, if you're wondering why there's so many from my wife, she asked me about how many questions would you and I need, and I said really whatever would take, like,
Hmm.
the 50-minute time slot, whatever.
So she
And
made 75 questions.
I think she we had three submitted, I think three or four submitted, and so she and Noah and Addie wrote a couple, or wrote several to kind of fill that space. But here we go. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about being a dad? Dang, like,
Ooh,
dude,
ooh,
she's getting real
ooh.
on
Favorite
air. Like, okay,
thing and least
my
favorite thing.
I'm gonna do the least favorite thing first. I just want to get the
Okay.
negative out of the way. Um, the least favorite thing that I like, my least favorite thing about being a dad is having to worry about having to just, like, lose my ever loving mind because my kids deliberately don't listen to me. Not unintentionally don't
Yeah.
listen to me, deliberately don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Now, I am gonna go. I'm gonna get deep for 5 seconds. Okay.
5 seconds.
So yeah. So Brad, I'm not throwing you a line to try to fish for an answer. Like it's just this is just me for 5 seconds. I have had moment after moment after moment of God revealing to me, but DJ, this is what you do. So
Yep.
yeah.
Don't you love and hate that at the same
Yes.
time?
Yes.
I'm
What is
sure
my
I've
but
rolled
what
my
is
eyes at God while
but
my
what is my
teenager was
favorite thing?
rolling her eyes at me.
What is my favorite thing about being a dad?
Hmm.
My favorite thing is watching my kids grow up
Hmm.
loving each other, loving people.
Mhm.
Um, just dude, seriously, watching them live.
Hmm.
I love to watch them live. And like if it's running and playing, if it's giving me a hug, if it's playing a game, if it's watching them slide, I mean, it's just I just love that part of it. There we go.
Hmm.
Brad?
So my least favorite part about being a dad uh, is when I have to be an adult, when I
Yep.
have to be the responsible one, when I have to be the discipline,
Yep.
and I have to go, no, you can't
Hmm.
because, or no, you were going to get to do that, but now you can't. And it sucks for both of us because I really wanted you to have that or do that or get to experience that, but
And I
it's
have to
better
punish
for you.
myself too.
Right, yeah, yeah, like
I'm affected by this.
I think that like being an adult, that's and being having to be responsible, uh, that is probably my least favorite part, especially on the discipline side.
Yep.
Having to say no to my kids, having to discipline or punish my kids when they've done wrong. That's not fun.
No.
I think if you're having too much fun with that, maybe you need to go check some other things.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Yeah.
uh,
That's not good. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it hurts. I mean, like I remember, my dad going like, this is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. Like when he gave me a whooping, you know, as a kid, mostly we're like, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
mean,
that
I was
that's
very
wrong.
sensitive, so it kind of broke my heart a little bit that my dad was hurting, but at the same time, it's like, but then when you actually have to discipline your kid
Yep.
and, yeah, you go,
I hate it. I really do.
this
Yeah, I'm
does,
with you on that.
this sucks. Um, so favorite thing, yeah, is kind of piggybacking something off of yours, but seeing my kids live out their faith
Mm,
is
yeah.
definitely just part of it. And hearing, and talking about them sharing their faith or just compassion and their love, like with Isaiah, one of my memories, and this is when he was a little kid, like, this is even before he accepted Christ, but just like as a young boy, he was probably like 4 years old. We were in a Hobby Lobby, and this
Mhm.
little girl who was probably like just barely walking kind of slipped and then she was fell. She didn't hurt herself, but she was crying. And her mom was like consoling her. And Isaiah just walked up and patted her on the back and went, "You're okay."
Aw.
And just to see their love and again it comes from again the Father of love who
Yeah.
is God, and just to see that, but also to see them grow in their faith. And then I think the other side of that, so I'm going to give two or
Yeah.
three or how many, who's counting,
Mhm.
um, is getting to be the adult who's not adulting, who is adulting, but isn't adulting.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, we're going to get pizza.
Oh,
Or,
dude.
yeah, we're going to,
Yes.
hey,
That's a
Dad,
good call.
Dad, I know we're at the creek and I know we weren't planning on this. Can we go swimming? Heck yes, we can.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, take your shoes off. Just,
Yeah.
don't get your shoes muddy. Probably should
So
have wore those shoes. Your mom's going to kill us all. But as long as we're going to get killed, let's all jump in the river.
that's right.
You
Yeah.
know,
So this past Sunday, and then Monday, and we came back on Tuesday. We went up to Northern Indiana. We spent some time in Indianapolis. Got the new truck. Um, I I experienced really, Brad, for the first time multiple days of that.
Yeah.
Multiple days of, you know what? We're not done yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get some ice cream. We're not done yet. You get to, I don't know, we're gonna go play putt-putt golf. We're not done
Yeah.
yet. Oh, I'm so with
Right.
you on that
Oh,
one.
and right. And when you can pop it on them and when you do the
Yes, out of
dad thing,
nowhere.
like it's going to be, yeah, but like you can be like it's going to be something they don't want. Hey, I need to talk to you all. I'm notorious for that. I need to talk to
Yeah,
you all, which I will do if I need to talk to them about something serious. Right. And I'm like,
right.
and they're all, I can see it on their faces. They're like, oh, we don't even know what we did.
Yeah, right.
Or in some cases, like, does he know? Does he know?
Does he know?
Oh, no, I don't. That's not what this meeting's about. Don't tell on yourself. Don't ruin it.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Please
like,
don't ruin
I'm like,
it.
how would you all like to go get ice cream right now?
Bam.
And
In.
they're like, oh, I love to just see. They're like, oh, and and some of them, like, I'll get this side look, like, see, really, really, like, I want the ice cream, and I'm glad we're getting ice cream. But did you have to do it that way? You could have said, hey, you want ice
Yeah,
cream?
right.
Like, yes, I did have to do
Yes,
it
I
that way
did. Yes, I did.
because
And
that's
when
fun
you
for
get,
me.
that's right. And when you have kids, you get to do that too, and
That's
you'll
right.
understand how awesome it is.
That's right. This is part of my. This is a little thing. Just let me have this.
Yeah, yeah. All
I'm
right.
calling you to the
So,
principal's
oh,
office, and I'm giving you goodness.
okay. So, listeners, if you're new to the show, I have three children: Noah, who's 7, Addie, who is 4, and Zoe, who is 2. This question comes from our 4-year-old Addie.
All right.
What do you like to eat?
What do I like to eat? Oh,
Oh, it's so cute.
I love.
What do I like to eat? So, um, I would have to say that if like
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because Tabby can hear the questions.
oh,
Like
she
as
can?
because I repeated it, so she
Oh,
can hear the
gotcha. Okay.
question,
Yeah. Yeah.
and she's over there like this is like like you got like 5 things, babe. Like that's it,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
five
do you
things.
really? What? Okay. What are those 5 things, Brad?
Well, like she's over naming them out like pizza,
Uh-huh.
Chinese,
Uh-huh.
like chicken and rice, which again kind of falls into Chinese,
Uh-huh.
and like pot roast. It's like, yeah,
And that's it.
that's, I mean, like you basically just survive on that. Taco Bell will get in there, the occasional
Oh,
burrito, cheesy
yeah.
burrito.
I wonder if like whenever when Brad, when you and I get just a little older and we have to do a colonoscopy, I wonder if
Yeah.
that's going to be like what they feed us
Yep.
for
Yeah.
colon blow is just Taco
They'll be
Bell.
like, you can take this go lightly, this whole jug, or you can just go down to Taco Bell
Yeah, right.
and get like 5 bean burritos. It does the same thing. It's just the
I
same.
I think I would like if that was the like I think I'd probably go with the colon blow. Like just give me the jug. I don't want to go to Taco Bell that bad. No. So, um
Hey,
I like
you can DoorDash now. You can DoorDash the diarrhea if you want to.
oh
Just
gosh. Yeah.
they'll bring it to you.
Well, so what do I like to eat? I actually like I've got a really uh wide palate, I think. But if if I were to look at like the top of my list, what are the things at the top of the list that are just hands down, bar none, the best things I like to eat? Authentic Chicago deep dish,
Okay, yeah, yeah,
um,
pizza right there.
Chicago style hot dogs, not hot dogs,
Mm,
Chicago style hot dogs that
mm.
are actually Chicago style. Um,
I think I'm about hot dogged out at this point.
I love Thai. I love Thai food. I
It's
love
spicy.
Thai food.
Like
Yes.
spicy would be like the sixth one. Like just
Yeah, spicy, but like,
Tabby
but
said
like
with rice.
with rice,
Yes.
yeah. But a lot of Thai has that has like basil leaf in it, and so it is spicy, but it's got that sweet to it. Um, and then like I don't know, top of the line cheesecake. It's got to be like good cheesecake. Sharon makes a homemade Snickers cheesecake. that is redonkulous.
So
So
do
thank
you
you,
know
Maddie.
what like so I've been off sugar for several years now. But
Uh-huh.
when we were in Ohio and we went with 18 months without sugar, do you know what destroyed me? What got me back onto sugar? What was the like the pin that pulling the pin and the sugar grenade just exploded?
Peanut brittle? My
Nope,
peanut brittle, Brad?
it was not your peanut brittle. Sorry.
Liar. You're
You know
lying.
what? I love brittle. I'm not so much for peanuts. I always thought like peanut brittle would be great if people would just leave the peanuts out of it.
Just brittle.
Um, yeah, like the same thing with like a Baby Ruth or something like that. It's like,
Baby
if you
Ruth.
just like leave the peanut or a what's that peanut one that you like? It's basically all peanuts. Payday.
Oh,
Like a
payday.
payday would be fantastic if you just let the peanuts out of it.
Then it would just be
Nougat. Yep.
like
Nougat and
goop.
caramel.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Dusty
no,
goop.
Dairy Queen soft serve chocolate dipped cone. That destroyed me.
Did
It
it
let me
really?
back in. Yeah.
I had no idea.
And like
How basic.
my favorite is like when they hand it to you and the chocolate hasn't hardened yet.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you
and it's
can
still
take
real
that
warm. Yeah.
first bite and it's just like it's probably one of the best feelings in the world.
Would it
Uh,
break you even now?
I'm afraid it would. That's why, I mean, because there's been like, so after a ball game or a
Uh-huh.
concert, we go get ice
Yeah.
cream. Most of the time they get Dairy Queen. And there's definitely been a couple times when I've been just tempted, especially if I'm really stressed, because I'm a stress eater. But I'm like, I have to remind myself, like, no, like just go shoot yourself in the foot, because I mean, probably easier to recover from. So yeah, I just have abstained. But no, that's seriously just that vanilla ice cream with that chocolate. I mean, I could do without the
Yeah.
cone if I'm honest. Like I really, but I mean, it's just
Mm,
hard to eat
yeah.
in your hand like that without a cone because a spoon in
S-
it's not the same thing.
So my favorite DQ dessert ever since I was a kid, still to this day, is a peanut butter parfait.
Yeah, that'd be great without the peanuts.
So Buster parfait.
Yeah,
All right, so this
I
is
really don't like. I love peanut butter, but not peanuts.
yeah.
I mean, I just not in
See, I
desserts.
and I enjoy
That's what it
peanut
is. Not
butter.
in desserts. I can eat
I
plain peanuts, but like
just not
maybe
in
peanut
desserts.
M&Ms. Maybe peanut M&Ms. But I mean, like
Those
I
are good. Okay, so actually along these lines, this is from Brad, your wife, listeners. Brad's married to my sister, Tabitha. This comes from Tabitha. Shout out to Tabitha. Hey sis, shut up. What is your quote unquote guilty pleasure? And this is a
what's
family show.
what's what's my guilty pleasure reminder? It's a family show.
Um, my
Yeah,
guilty
yeah, that's what
pleasure.
he said. It's your question.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to give you two because one, I think guilty pleasure most of the time everybody thinks is like a dessert of some
Mm.
sort. So like if it's like 11:30 and you're like I want a little snack, I'm going to go in the kitchen and fix up something sweet. Um, if we're going that guilty pleasure, actually the last thing Brad that you said is my guilty pleasure is peanut M&Ms.
Mm.
Um, but if I want a snack that I cannot stop eating, it is actually chips and salsa.
Mm.
Oh, dude, I can destroy chips and salsa. And I don't know what it is about it, but
Mm.
yeah, there we go. Yours?
So I'm gonna go non-food because we've already kind of covered the gambit of food.
Okay.
Um, I'm a sucker for thrifting and rummage sales and
Yes, you
yard
are.
sall and all that.
Yes, you
Like
are.
that is
Yeah.
like I was like we've been talking about like okay we're a little tight this coming month and we've got to cut back. There's some expenses that are coming. Our estimated taxes is coming up and all that stuff. And even from the business standpoint, like we got a lot more to list, so we don't need to bring in a whole lot more. And I went to the post office today, and there was a huge sign that next weekend like the Catholic Church is having a rummage sale.
You're
And I'm
like,
trying to like how like can I just scrape up some change and go? Um
that's funny.
so that would be one. I think the other would be like playing like video games till like way up in the
Oh,
night
dude.
if I don't have something
So
else to
the
do.
reason, Brad, the reason I don't play video games is because that's how I do it.
Yeah.
Like my still to this day, my absolute favorite video game to play is anything Zelda.
Hmm.
Because Brad, those people need saving.
Yeah, yes I
And
do.
if
I
I go
can't
to
do open
bed,
world stuff.
yeah, because like there's too much to do. And if I go to
Yeah.
bed, I mean those people need me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I've had to learn like I can do
Mhm.
Fortnite. I mean,
Yeah.
I can spend half the night playing Fortnite too because okay, another round, but at least there's a cutoff.
So is Fortnite a first person shooter?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking that it was.
Yeah. And so like, there's a cutoff. Like it's
Yeah.
still easy to start a
Just
new
one more life.
round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I try to play like Red Dead Redemption, which is like
Hmm.
pretty much open world, and I was like,
Yeah.
I will just live here.
That's
Like
right.
I've got to
Yeah.
just forget this.
So
Like I
so
know I bought
my,
the
my
game, but like I've got to like my life and my wife and my family and my job. Like I will just lose
yeah.
myself. I'll start living in the
Yep.
game.
Yes.
So I got to stay
There
away
was a
from
computer
those.
game that came out when I was in college called Morrowind, and it was
Mhm.
open world, and you could actually do anything you wanted.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, there were parameters that you couldn't break, like for instance, like, it was open world and it was supposed to be, like fantasy, Lord of the Rings type of stuff.
Mhm.
So I mean, if you had a knife, you could actually stab anybody. You're just going to pay for it if
Or
they're better than
anything.
you. Yeah, or
Yeah.
anything. Seriously,
Yeah.
you do anything. And this game sucked me in. Dude, I would play it until 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yep.
and I would go to bed, and I'd drive back to the dorms, go to bed, and be late or not even attend my 8 o'clock class because I
Yep.
just couldn't stop playing. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we're running short on time, but I definitely want to get in a question from Noah. Are you weird?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I
Very.
am. Yes, I
I
am.
mean, I think I'm weird to weird people. Um, Although this conversation happened in her house a few years ago. There was a little girl
Okay.
that was at the house, and she came to me and said, Pastor Brad, Hannah called me weird. And I said, sweetheart, in this house, that's a compliment.
That is
And
a
she said,
compliment.
and she said, oh, okay. And then she was good.
And that
Because
was
it
it.
is.
Okay.
Like we
Yeah.
encourage weird.
Weirdness.
Be
Um,
weird. So yes,
so
definitely.
am I weird? Yes, I am weird. Um, I like to use, um, I'll say flamboyant language. It's fun. It's a way that I really do express myself. It also makes me feel better about myself. But yeah, like I, I, am I weird?
I don't
Yes,
know
I'm
that I
weird.
would
Absolutely,
use
am
I
weird.
don't know that I would use the word flamboyant language to describe what you're trying to say, DJ, because
Fluffy, fruity.
that is your sister's laughing right now. That's taken on a kind of whole new
Yeah,
meaning in our
yeah. I
society
guess
today.
it is Pride Month. Yeah, so we don't need
Yeah.
to go there, right?
So
Yeah.
your flamboyant language, could you give us an example?
Yeah. Okay. Um, how about
The correct use of the word, yes, but
extended? Yeah. But no, I am absolutely weird. All right. This next question, we've only got three left, so let's just go ahead
right.
and mow through.
Um,
Second one comes from Tabitha. What is your biggest pet peeve, Brad?
Biggest pet peeve. I feel like somebody asked me this recently.
My biggest pet peeve.
What did I
Oh,
say?
Okay.
Oh yeah. When someone is not like when I'm having a conversation with someone
Uh-huh.
and they're doing something like on their phone or whatever, and they're not paying attention to me, or it appears that they're not paying attention to me,
Right.
drives me nuts. And partially because that's a values violation for me.
Yeah,
It's like
sure.
when we're having a conversation, I try to be all there. I'm
Yeah,
here,
yeah. You want to be
and
engaged.
so
Yeah.
like that's the expectation. Like, and so especially if it's serious, like I mean, if we're just joking around or we're all sitting around a table and you're doing that,
Right.
fine. But like if we're having a serious conversation, that for me,
Yeah.
I'm in my serious box, and
Okay.
like you're just tapping on your phone, I'm like, why are we even have this conversation?
So I'm going to give you two. One of them is very minute and should not matter, but it does.
Hmm.
And then another one is actually like kind of like deeper, it's like it's kind of like yours. So the one that doesn't matter very much, but really is a pet peeve is if I'm playing a card game and if you're looking at the stack of cards that everybody's drawing from the draw pile, or if we're playing rummy and the discard pile, so both the stack of cards and the discard pile, they need to have their they need to have the edges need to be in line.
Hmm.
They don't need to be messed up. Drives me nuts. It's got to be in a straight line.
Good to know.
um
Yeah.
uh, but the one that probably, in terms of just living life, the one that matters, sort of the one that's a little deeper, is that it annoys the daylights out of me. Gosh, it makes me so mad when people don't consider other people's feelings.
Hmm.
When people take advantage of other people. um I had a student several months ago ask me, Dr. Cope, do you ever get offended? And I said no. And I've often thought back on that. And I mean, for the most part, it really is true.
I'd be like,
However,
yes, that question offends me.
that question offends me. How dare you? You didn't raise your hand, jerk. So, for me, it actually does offend me when people treat other people as if they have no humanity.
Hmm.
Um, that part, that's probably my biggest pet peeve. Way to go, Tabitha. All right, this one is Noah. Do you like SpongeBob?
I like SpongeBob.
I do like
So
SpongeBob. SpongeBob
sometimes,
is hysterical.
like sometimes,
I think, Brett, I can see
I can
SpongeBob
take it or
getting on
leave
your
it.
nerves. Yeah,
Like I can take it or leave it. Like I've definitely watched some of the shows and I've definitely like enjoyed it. There's definitely some quotes and things from SpongeBob.
yeah,
Um, I tell you, the song will just get in your head. And
yeah. It will.
it's not
Yeah,
like horrible song to get in your head, but it's like,
yeah.
are you ready, kids?
Yeah.
Aye, aye,
Hi,
Captain.
Captain. I can
You
hear
know,
you. Yeah.
the more I look at SpongeBob too, and I look at all of the nuances of okay, Bikini Bottom, which is Bikini Atoll, is where they tested the nuclear bomb,
Mm.
and there's all these, you know, different things. You know, of course, originally it was supposed to be an adult show. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
it's supposed to be an adult show with kind of adult humor, and
Well, see, that would
it
make
kind
sense
of
because the creator of SpongeBob is the same creator for Rocco's Modern Life, and
yeah.
Rocco's Modern Life was absolutely an adult cartoon.
Yeah, I remember my dad like me watching that one night, and my dad was like, "Turn that off," and didn't really even understand why.
You talking about Rocco?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, dude, we
He
so
was like, You're not watching that garbage," and I'm
yeah,
like,
and we showed our kids
huh?
Rocco not too long ago, and Sharon and I both looked at each other like, oh my goodness, like,
Well, I mean, right? You're a lot of it's
whoa,
lost on you when you're a kid,
whoa.
and that's
Yeah, I
why
had
like I didn't
no
even
idea.
understand what it was. I was like,
There's
What is like?"
lots of innuendos. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so but it kind of apparently it failed like some of the tests when they were like viewing test
Yeah.
audiences or whatever,
Yeah.
and so they turned it into a kid show.
I think they made a like brilliant decision doing that for sure.
Yeah.
All right, last question, Brad. Here we go from Shara. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Germany, hands down. I don't even have to think twice about it. Germany, and I want to visit J.S. Bach's grave. And I want to hear an organ fugue in a cathedral. I want to taste German beer. I want to have sauerkraut and bratwurst. I want the German experience. I absolutely hands down Germany.
So I don't know that the destination matters as much.
Hmm.
Um, Somewhere where I can full on see the aurora borealis,
Oh,
the northern
dude,
lights.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know that you could see them in Missouri like a few weeks ago? And I didn't know
Yes,
that
and
until about 2 hours after they disappeared.
Oh, Shara and I, we went outside because they were supposed to show up here.
Yeah.
We went outside and we saw these really weird streaks up in the air,
Mhm.
but I thought there was something weird about them, but I didn't hold my ground.
Mhm.
And we were just like, those are, or Shara and her folks were just like, I don't know what that is. So we don't see the Northern Light like we thought we should be able to see them. So we
Yeah.
walked in and all of a sudden, like people from all around town started posting pictures on Facebook, and we thought, shoot, we missed it.
Yeah. So I saw all the posts on Facebook. And so apparently about 2 hours after all of the hoopla is when I figured
That
it out.
sucks.
And yeah. So I missed it.
Yeah.
Um, we got to see, well, I said the next night we went out and we saw like just the very edge of it. And they were like, well, kids were like, well, I mean, you kind of saw the Northern Lights. I was like, that's like I kind of saw New York because
Yeah, right.
I flew into JFK. I never left the airport.
Yeah.
I've been to New York. I've been to JFK Airport. I've flew
Yeah.
in and flew out. I've never stepped foot outside of the airport. So I mean, technically, I've been to New York. So I mean, like technically, I guess you said I've seen the Northern Lights, like the little bitty edge of the blanket,
Yeah, right.
slight green glow.
But you
But
want to see him full on. Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
would,
get you.
yeah. I mean, I would have liked to have seen what everybody else saw here too. But yeah,
Yeah.
no. Um, I don't know. Uh, I don't get super, externally emotional a lot. I mean, if I watch The
Mm.
Notebook, I do, but I mean, stuff like that. But I mean, I told Tabby, I said, if I ever get to see the Northern Lights, I would not be surprised if I cry.
Yeah. All
Um,
right. So, I mean, if you want to do that, dude, I want to travel to Africa and I want to see and hear African drum and dance ensembles. Like right there in the village, I want to see and experience what all of that's about because
yeah,
I know I would break down.
yeah.
All right. So there it is. Year one, our happy anniversary or happy birthday to the podcast listeners. We love that you love our show. We thank you so much for tuning in. We thank you so much really for hanging out with us for this long. Wanted to give you guys some ideas or foreshadow, but starting next week, Brad and I, we are going to start our first of several mini series topics. So the first one, and we're not going to do them all like all in order, but the first mini series will be for the next 3 weeks. But it's going to be on marriage and specifically on communication. So there's going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of to and fro.
We're gonna try
Um,
to figure that out before we record the episode.
Yeah, right. No,
What does that
don't you
look
remember? We
like?
already did that though. We already
Yeah.
did that. So next
No,
week's
no,
show
no.
is actually going to be how to fight or argue better. So men, if you want to figure out how to prove your wife wrong, tune in. We've got the answers. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
But it is such a privilege to do this. We love doing this. But listeners, you know what to do. Rate and review us. Matter of fact, right now, if you would give us a rating, go to where you listen to your podcast. Give us a rating.
There's
Crank the
somebody
ratings up.
somebody raising their hand right now going, Give you guys
Yeah.
5 stars.
Yeah, yeah.
Just gonna-
Don't just let the people around you know. Let iTunes know. So right now we have 13 ratings. We've been up and running for a year. Let's get that number way up, and let's get the podcast spread around even
That's
more.
right. We want
Um,
7 stars. I think
We
there's only
want
5
seven
available, but we
stars.
want
Yeah.
7.
Yeah,
We're
give us 7
Shoot
more.
for the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
some
rate
extra
us
stars.
and review us. Submit reviews. The way that the podcast algorithms work is that the ones that have more ratings and reviews are suggested to people that are thumbing through podcasts. So yeah, let us know. Let iTunes know. Let wherever you get your podcasts know. Let
Love
us
to
know.
see that algorithm that we pop up on.
Dude, I don't even know what that algorithm looks like, but all I know is that's how it works. So,
Look, hey, guess what? You guys were just searching for something and you ended up with us.
yeah, right.
We got bad news for you. You may be weird.
You may be weird, just like we are. As Noah asked. But you can follow us on our Facebook group, Men Church Stuff. The group is open to the public. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Men Church Stuff. Email us, menchurchstuff@gmail.com. We'd love to contact you, for you to get in contact with us. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if there's anything that you want us to talk about. Like questions or topics that you find pertinent or funny or relevant or irrelevant for that matter. It is a men podcast, church podcast, and stuff podcast. But beyond that, Brad, love you, buddy.
Yeah, love you too. Thanks, guys.
Listeners, we'll catch you next time.